quad frame.
Mm-hmm.
It's welded. It's welded up in a jig, right? We get all the pieces cut to length. We put them in a jig and we weld them up.
Huh.
So they're nicely held in a position
Yeah.
for accuracy.
Okay.
And you cut the lengths according each piece. You put it in the jig and you weld it.
So the yeah, the arc cube. I mean, it's the same as the rest.
Yeah, yeah. All tubing. Now it's
Oh, all the same.
all 2-inch tubing, all welded. No plates, no brackets, no bolts.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be much quicker for this in this
way
case. If he's
Okay.
not moving it, then
and
it's
and
solid
Great.
structure.
you
Great.
take it one piece. You take 4 of them to the site, and you've got the building practically,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready to go. So now
Wow.
the post at the top is not part. I think is not part of the welded assembly, but the post at the top can be part of the X. Underneath we have the X horizontal,
Mm.
the X component. So that's a separate. That'll be a separate piece. That's a flat bar now. We could also make that as a tubing
Mm.
instead of flat bar. I think tubing could be the way to go. Then we're just working in tubing, so we keep everything really, really simple.
Mm-hmm.
And that becomes a welded cross. So we're not, again, there's no fasteners to make the cross. The post and the cross would be one welded part. Prefabricated, and it won't have that offset problem. It'll just be welded up, so there won't be any offset. It'll be a perfect alignment, 2x2.
I'm wondering if Jan can get me a material list on how much aluminum, rather than me just figuring it out. Like, it's probably pretty easy to figure out on the
Can
off the program.
can you weld aluminum, Tim?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
he can.
Oh, okay. Do you think there's any issues like of the strength of the aluminum when you weld it, or is that like
No.
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 Oh. Okay. Wow.
As far as strength, you'd have to worry about that. You've got a lot of strength in there.
Yeah. Okay. Now I wonder about that joint and other joints. That we just work out a welding approach that is simple for welding, because it sort of doesn't matter how these joints are made exactly, right? We just want to have a good weld. Have a weld that you can lay it out, put it in a jig, and like you could do the welds on the sides, right, which are easy, like the first welds, and then you take it out of the jig and do the other welds, right?
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even jig it. I'll just lay it out on the ground
Okay.
and then tack it up. It's pretty
Yeah.
pretty simple.
Okay. And at some point, if you put this into more of a kind of a mass production, you could have someone working on a jig who just puts the pieces where they go and is trained to do the welding and just
Yeah.
produce them without.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's
Yep.
pretty simple.
Yeah. Okay. So
What's the chord length of that? What's the full length of the radius and the top bit?
the radius is 17 feet.
No, from the bottom to the top, like the whole length.
Yeah, Young can get the lay flat length before it's bent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Young can get that from the drawing.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Well, and including the top.
Yeah.
Okay. This part is 8 feet, 10 inch, maybe 11.
Oh,
So it's it's around 9. So 2 of this is
Yeah.
18. 18
And
plus
then add that one.
is almost 4. So 22 feet.
Okay, so you can probably get 24
22.
foot, right? Or something like that.
Well, I think it's 20 feet.
20 feet. Oh, okay, 20 feet. Oh, well, okay. So look, there is the possibility that the pyramid part is a separate welded part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of that with
Or I could,
yeah, the whole pyramid, including the cross at the base, right? It can
yeah.
all be welded up as
Wow.
that whole thing. So the extension of the edge of the pyramid, the base, which is the crossing member, and the
Mhm.
post in the center, that all of that is a prefabricated, welded, yeah, that system. The cross, the post, and the pyramid edges go all together in a separate part that we create. And then that just drops in, right? It has maybe you can make it like a tube in tube kind of connection, and it just, mounts into the other frame.
Yeah. I think that's a good way of doing it.
Okay, okay. So it's more about creating the pyramid and then mounting the pyramid to the frame. So that blue piece the horizontal one could move upward and only connecting with the pyramid edge. See, now it's connecting. Yeah, take it right up further. Yeah,
Yeah.
so now you see part of the pyramid only, right? And the pyramid can fit into the other square tube.
Yeah, just slot it in there.
Yeah, with a tube in tube kind of
Yeah.
what do you call it? Nipple, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that is so simple. And
Yeah.
that tube in tube could extend into the other one a little ways, so we get fasteners in it from beneath.
Yep.
Wall through wall.
Yeah, no, we can make that work.
And then we don't have any fasteners exposed to the side or to the top. We don't have any heads, or nuts or any bumps, because when the fabric goes on and comes down, it's so nice if it's smooth.
Yeah, I would still recommend putting like some sort of foam over the joint. Case
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we could.
just in case it moves, and then it won't pinch the.
Yeah, a tape or something.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything special. I mean, even the aluminum tape would work.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So, so that would be done on site, right, where we assemble the pyramid to the frames.
Yep, and then that would hold everything together too.
Wow, this is very nice. I think
Yeah.
it's really
Wow,
neat.
that's just fast. I mean, installation just.
So for the future, if we have to, let's say we make these for more, more people want one, and we start to put in production. Well, the flat panels can go like on a flatbed, and you could send, a bunch, what would it's quite low volume, right? But the pyramid, we could make it so that the top of the pyramid could nest, so the top of the pyramid would be like a cone, right? And we could nest parts one into the other, and the cross member with the post might be, separate. In other words, make the pyramid less, bulky for future shipment. But for this one, we just do it as a fully assembled system, and I guess local shipping, right? It's easy to put everything on a flatbed, including the pyramid and whatever else needs to go on it. So that's not a problem.
As long as we're no wider than 10 feet.
Exactly.
Or 8 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So we're only 8.5 feet wide on that quad frame, right? It's almost 16 feet long and 8.5 feet wide. So yeah, it's easy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so if Jan could get me a total bill of material,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then I can go and I'll order it as soon as I get that.
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll figure out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
this is easy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
And then
Um,
I'll just draw that out on the floor of my workshop,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then just lay it down piece by piece, tack it up, and then weld it.
Yeah, that's right.
okay. And then I think what we can do is we're going to backfill with this gravel around the perimeter, and then we put in this little knee wall to
Yeah.
when the gravel comes in, we need to keep it from going into the floor of the building. Yeah. Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so with these frames and this knee wall, we can just use the plywood on the top of the knee wall as the framing for the panel, right? So we don't need more metal because we've got the plywood.
Yeah.
That's what the fabric, the panel will tie to. So I'm not saying we eliminate all bolting, right? I'm just saying the main frame is welded, and then we could still have other components that bolt right to this frame. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good start.
I
And
love it. I think this is a big advancement of our concept,
Mm.
and for production and the installation, it's going to make it so
Much
simple.
easier. Oh, this is so easy. Just 4 pieces set up,
Yeah.
and the pyramid on top.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 main pieces.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really happy. And then additionally, Tim, we also have shelving that goes in at that horizontal level, which
Yeah.
which also ties everything like a like a what do you call it, like a a rigid plane, right? Give us a rigid kind of to keep it from moving sideways or kind of
Yeah, I think with
take the twisting, the torsion force of any wind or anything. Although I don't see much of that happening with this shape, this shape is so I think it's going to be really, really strong in the wind.
oh yeah.
We can always make any on-site,
Yeah.
additions, right? Whenever we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we get the tent up, it's
Okay, I
but
really,
I believe the way that it's set up right now, we're not going to have any problems with
yeah. All right.
because all forces are coming from
Yeah.
the opposite direction, right? So it's forcing against itself.
And the arch is a brace. It is a brace, and so
Yeah.
is the pyramid up above is triangulated. It's all
Yeah.
very strong at the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I think it's going to be just fine the way it is.
All
You
right.
got one right now.
Okay. Well, mission accomplished. I mean, I think from this point on, Tim, it's between you and Young to do that. The 2D plan for the welding. In terms of any.
I just need to know the amount of material.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I could figure it out, but
Yeah.
I mean, the computer tells you pretty much straight away, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then then as soon as I get that, I'll put the order through.
Good.
Okay. Super.
Yeah.
Well, mission accomplished, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we like to do. Be productive. Keep it short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a lot of work to do, I know. So.
Yeah, I got a handrail to build for a local winery here. So
Oh.
Great.
yeah.
All right. Young, any questions? How we need to go now with these? So these 2 parts, the frame, the quad frame, and the pyramid.
Yeah. So here is one part.
Yep.
And
The pyramid,
this
the
is
whole
rest.
pyramid is one
Yeah.
part, right?
Yeah.
And in that pyramid, what we're going to do, pull the pyramid away from the just separate it there for a little bit because it's separate, right? It's not attached. So just kind of move it a little bit away from the take that whole pyramid thing.
Yeah, so we don't need the post here.
Yeah, no, we do need the post. Yeah, it's part of the pyramid. The pyramid, the edges, and the cross at the bottom, all as one welded unit.
Hello, Leah. Is that Leah?
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
See? Yeah.
Hi.
You see?
Hi,
All
Leah.
square tubes.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
All square
Morning.
tubes. Very easy.
Okay, so let's take that pyramid as an assembly and take it as a copy. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Wonderful. This is
Perfect.
Now, in the ends of the pyramid edge, the bottom, yeah, right at the bottom there, what we're going to do is put a tube, a slip fit tubing that it goes into that tube and extends outward.
What's the thickness?
So 1/8.
1/8.
1/8.
1/8.
So
It's like this.
Yep, slip fit
Yep.
tubing, and pull that out about 6 inches or so.
No, you want because you'll start getting into the curve, so you probably only want about 3 inches.
Oh, okay, right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So whatever's appropriate, we can figure that out. And that'll be welded in place on the pyramid, I believe would be the best place for it. And then it bolts into the quad frame. So
Yeah.
it slips in. That doesn't
So
bolt.
this-
I mean, it slips in and then it fastener, right? Some fastener system. Just to pin it, just to create a pin. Yeah. So just beside the column on the upper part, so yeah, somewhere in there, we put a pin straight through. It can be a fastener, it could be something, like a push-in. And it just won't pull out, I mean, it won't pull out anyway. But, anyway, we'll think about it, right? Tim, you'll have some recommendations.
Yeah,
See,
I
I'd
can-
rather it not go through, though. You see that we don't see it on the top.
Yeah.
Oh,
Through the wall at the bottom
Yeah.
is very strong, right? It's
Yeah.
probably-
It's,
Yeah, I mean, we could make that insert out of solid material, and then I could just drill and tap,
yeah,
and then we could just screw it from the bottom.
yeah. Screw. Yeah.
yeah. You put a lock. What do they call it? The weld lock or whatever they call it. And it won't.
No, I would just use a Loctite. It's like a
Loctite. Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
it's like super glue basically for
Yeah.
threads.
Yeah, that's it.
You just screw it in there. It's an anaerobic compound. So
Okay.
as soon as
Okay.
it sets up, as soon as it doesn't have any oxygen.
Oh wow. Yeah. Right. Beautiful. Okay. Well, man, that really looks nice.
Yeah.
We've got a really good plan here. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look good.
Mm.
All right, I gotta get going, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
See you.
Thank you. See you.
And yeah, I'll does Yang have my email address?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Aubrey can forward
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. I'll
You want
forward
to-
to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. So Leah,
Mhm.
Yes.
yeah, I mean mass production we could also do something like this,
Yeah.
but just make that pin to be like a like a spring, operate it, right?
Oh,
You press it in and then just slide in and then pop.
yes, Aubrey, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, that does it.
yeah,
Pins are really wonderful because
yeah,
when it's a tube in tube, right?
yeah.
It's just so strong. It's simple and
Mm-hmm.
total. Wow.
Ooh, this is nice. Whole thing.
So for shipping, it would be
Yeah,
interesting if the pyramid could be kind of two flat pieces that come together to make the pyramid, right? So we don't have to
yeah,
like ship it as a pyramid. We ship it as a lay flat
yeah.
two pieces that assemble on site and make a
Right.
pyramid.
Yeah.
So
Aluminum. Okay, good.
in aluminum,
Yeah,
wow, I'm so
it's
happy
yeah
about
light.
Carla. Is that Carla visiting with us?
C for oh, could be
Yeah, I think maybe.
or chlorine.
Or yeah, yeah.
um. Oh, we have 5 people. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
that's
think
it
we've
too.
got a solution here that's better than ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is fast. Oh, this. Yeah,
Here
indeed
we
we
need
can.
this.
You're checking to see if the bubble housing changes.
Yes, the bubble machine has some interface.
Oh,
Oh,
right there
okay.
because it's yeah. Or
Okay.
make it smaller.
Yeah, yeah. The diameter, right?
Yeah, make it smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tim already sent that out also for looking at by a cutter, right? So make
Yeah.
sure Tim
I think
make sure
he
he has
he.
the new design for
Yeah.
the shape of the housing.
Yeah. That
Oh,
may be smaller.
there's always a ripple effect when you change anything. You gotta look carefully and see that there's
Yeah.
could be other effects as well. We're just I just have a feeling that the arch should stand on top of the purple.
On top.
Be welded. So yeah, so we extend the purple and weld the green arch to the top of the tubing. Yeah, like that. And then you see the bolt for the rail can go right in the middle. Um, it's just a little bit. See, it's a little bit easier to bolt that in. You see, the purple goes through, right? So you just bolt through. Yeah. Okay, so the green is welded to the top of the purple, and we have a bolt hole in the purple tubing for the rail to connect. Yeah. All right. Yep. Okay, that should be perfection.
Yeah. That's
The accuracy of the manufacturing.
yeah. Just that this way, the tent right will fit,
Yeah.
properly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
that
yeah.
for the tent. Yeah.
Yes, because the
Any
standard
change.
tent, the standard tent goes all the way to the ground, so we
Yeah.
would need that when we have the standard
Yeah.
tent. This is a custom build because we're pushing your
Yeah.
building into the ground. We won't
Right.
normally do that, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll have other ways to also create our anchor in that case. So
Right.
when we're afraid, we will have that bolt through, to a plate that we'll put under the ground.
Yeah.
Right, that will be a detail. So we could always put a bolt hole in the purple, like a vertical hole, in case, right, for a standard frame, just in case they. So it's a very flexible way that the the customer can decide
Yeah.
how they're going to anchor.
Yeah.
I mean, they might put this whole thing on top of a knee wall.
Yeah. That's right.
Anchor
Yeah.
anchor it to a knee wall.
Yeah.
So we just don't know, and we have to leave that flexible. And yeah, so the rail we should have the rail.
Yeah.
Typically.
That's just easy for installation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's four big pieces, right? How do you square? Yeah. Good.
All right.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess we're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Good.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
so did I miss something? So
No, you didn't miss
the
too
tube.
much. No, you didn't.
I think the tube. How could you make that tube is bowl?
Oh,
Oh,
bend it.
yes. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
bend.
that's right.
Bend it.
You
Yeah.
changed it. The tubing can be roll formed.
Roll form. Yeah.
So
Is a straight tubing that is bent to the shape
Right. Yeah.
with what they call roll forming.
Yeah. Okay.
that's a process, or not? I need to talk to factory about this. So
Yeah, they
Well,
should
it's
know.
going to-
They should know. Yeah. This
And
is,
Leah, if
yeah, this should be.
there is also, we could also do this construction with our flat bar, but Tim in his shop
Yeah.
wants to do the tubing.
Yeah.
Tube.
So we can do this. Okay, Young, you're still there?
Yeah.
Young, do another pattern of this where we don't change the flat bar for tubing.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this same kind of frame, but we're using the bow arch, right? So again, it's like resubstituting the bow arch. The top of the flat bar is the top of the of this tubing, right? It's push it right. You know what I mean? It's interchangeable actually, and we bring the original bow arch back into this frame, and we make it welded as a welded frame, which we can do, right? All the bow arch can also be welded construction.
Yes, but if we use the tubing,
Uh-huh.
there has some.
the length will be different. Yeah.
Yeah, the length will be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to eliminate the tubing, and we're going to go back to the two flat bar pieces, right? The diagonal and the curve.
Yeah, the diagonal.
Yeah. And we're gonna have to extend that tubing up, to touch the tubing. I mean the flat bars, not the
The
tubing.
flat bar. Yeah.
So we'll change so it's a different product, right? But it's still interchangeable. It'll be somewhat lighter and it'll be easier to fabricate because you don't have this issue of bending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the straight flat bar and we have the flexing flat bar.
Yeah.
But you put them into a jig and you weld them, right? When you put the flat bar, the flexible flat bar into the outer one, into the jig, it will bend to the shape, right? It'll take the shape. And then you put in the other pieces and you weld them all together.
Yeah. This is the original one.
Mm.
Yeah.
The flat bar.
Leah, that
Yes.
the fabrication of this is like a flat panel. Uses a jig where all the parts drop in to their position, right? So
Right.
the workers take the pre-cut parts and position them in the jig, and then you have even automated welding.
Yeah.
That just makes all the joins. So in this case, the flat bar is being welded to the arm.
Yeah. Discuss with the
Yes.
manufacturer. Maybe they think
We
this
have
is.
a proposal for the tubing type or the flat bar type.
Yeah, we can have two.
So either
yeah.
way is okay.
Yeah,
Either way
either-
is okay. Yeah.
interchangeable, in fact. Someone might say, "Oh, I prefer the tubing one," and the other one says, "Oh no, the flat bar is good." And maybe we can give a better price on one, versus the other one. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and but the tent is the same.
Yeah, the beauty of this is that it becomes panelized building system, where these panels, we make thousands of them, right? And they come together to build our structures.
Yeah.
Right? We can do PyraPOD4 and we do PyraPOD8 with the same production system.
Yeah.
So we call this the quad frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the quad panels, right? The fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly we're doing quad frames and quad panels, and then of course we have the other parts of the frame. But these would be the big item. Mass produce, see what the cost we can get, and they ship very nicely, right? They're flat, they're lay flat shipping.
So this will fit the container, right?
Well, yeah. Imagine you can push them into container, standing on the column, right on there, and you put one beside the other.
Yeah.
Fill up the right. So a container is 8 feet wide, and
Okay.
and we're 2 inches, so we can get like almost 6 per foot. So we could put 6 times 8, 48 frames in one container. If it's a 40-foot container, we might even get more, because they might be able to fit them one, like you see, one arch is this way and one arch is this way. So they can go in like this, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes very cost effective to ship them lay flat, and then we make it also more attractive to the buyer, to the purchaser, right? Because the assembly is quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
I really think this is a bit of a breakthrough, because the ease of assembly and the fact that the end users don't understand, but they can put together a substantially almost pre-assembled concept.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few connections.
Yeah, a few connections. I think that's fantastic.
Okay. Good.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Good night to Leah.
Okay.
Good night.
Good sleep.
I will have a question tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your afternoon. Your afternoon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.